Alright guys, so apologies, my voice is still coming back. But today I am getting my under eyes, like right here, filled in because if you guys have followed us, I'm sure you've seen, like, that's always the number one comment, you know, like, oh, it looks like they need to sleep for 8 hours, and it's just genetics for me. It's just the way my skull is. It's where my eyes are placed on my skull, and it's just the bone itself. So I've been doing a lot of research, and I found out that this is a thing. You can get this part filled so it's not as dramatic of a dip. And what I'm trying to do is, see, when I tilt down, see this whole spot? Just that big dark shadow. Like, you guys notice I never do vlogs from this angle. It's because of this reason. I always keep my head like this. So I'm really hoping this will help with my self-esteem. This is really just an issue I've always had my entire life. So I'm gonna take you guys with me today. I'll show you guys post, like right after. I'll show you guys a couple days. I'll show you guys final. But yeah, stay tuned. The life of a vlogger right here.
Like bringing equipment to your local doctor's office.
You've got stands and a ring light. Necessary.
This look good.
Close your eyes, take it in. Is this life happening?
You nervous?
I'm nervous but excited because the nurse just told me that she had it done and like hers looked so good, and I was like, but like you can totally see, like, can you see even like from here? Just like this lighting, like in an everyday setting, I am so like self-conscious of, so I'm hoping that'll like fix.
Yeah.
Like there's this little,
Yeah.
all right, we out here waiting. We got everything set up for the vlog. I'm vlogging like personal like thoughts and feelings on my phone because it's just easier. But yeah, we're waiting, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna put numbing cream on me, which is awesome, so I won't be able to feel the needles as much. Camera woman over here. I can't even see you.
I don't need to be seen.
All right, I've got numbing cream on. You can see it. This will be nice. I won't be able to feel it as much.
Yes, I can do this.
I'm like weirdly nervous. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah.
I just like want it to be over with. They gave me a Pepsi because I haven't eaten yet
Pepsi?
today. So they were like, you need some sugar. And I'm like, I quit soda this year. I don't know if you guys knew that. So I was like, oh, well, I'll make
And you got a real one, not even a diet one. Living your life, honey.
living my best life.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Bison.
Hey Liz, how are you?
Okay, so what are we doing today?
So we're here today because Megan wants a little bit of filler because she feels like she's hollow under her eyes.
I
So,
do.
you know, we can't really make her under eyes better unless we treat her cheeks just a little bit. So we're going to start with a little bit of product in her cheeks. When you look at this syringe, you say, oh my gosh, a whole syringe. That syringe is 1/5 of a teaspoon. So a little bit of this stuff goes a really long way.
Yeah.
So we're going to put a little bit of product in Megan's cheeks. Then we're going to go under her eyes with a little bit. Like most people, Megan is a little bit asymmetric. So we're going to treat a little bit more on the left side than we do on the right side. But that's true of most people. Most people are really scared because they think, oh my gosh, under my eye, it's going to really hurt.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, there's almost no discomfort there in this.
Look at that, Megan.
I like
So
that.
You sometimes will hear a funny sound as the stuff goes out, and we just apologize ahead of time because you might hear it a little bit, Megan.
Okay.
But don't worry, it sounds kind of weird. It sounds,
Okay.
It sounds kind of squishy. Like, what is that?
Squishy,
But it's-
okay.
But that's not, if you hear something squishing, it's not you, it's just the product. Two groups of people who have it. We see young people like Megan, who are just born and they have hollowness under their eyes. Sometimes it's due to their cheeks. Sometimes it's due to their bony structure. We injected someone who's 23 last week. She just had super flat cheekbones and really was hollow. Other times we see people who looked full when they were younger, but over time things changed a little bit, and gravity got the better of them. Why we're doing this, the goal is not only to not have a depression here, but to have a nice, smooth transition from the eyelid to the cheek.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to do, is kind of make that transition from the eyelid to the cheek nice and smooth rather than indented. In
Totally.
the cheek.
Cool. You see?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. Open your eyes and look off it. Cool. So what that does is that picks her cheek fat up a little bit. So that makes
You okay?
this less deep because we actually already picked that
Yeah.
up some. So then we'll have to put less in there. Is that her one? Look at my finger. Oh, it's big. Put your chin down a little. See, before it was kind of like a V. Now it's kind of a gentle curve.
Wow.
Looking good.
Wow. You're gonna be shocked.
Really?
Yes.
The thing about filler is you can see it instantaneously. You mentioned Botox. Botox, it takes 3 to 5 days usually to see.
But filler is.
Filler is instantaneous.
It looks so good, Megan.
Yeah, I'll take that too, though. You don't need that.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It looks so good.
Do you see what I mean? It's
Yes. Oh my gosh. It looks so good. Wow. That's like life changing.
I know.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow.
Dr. Weisman, you are a magician. All right, so Megan looks incredible.
She does.
So obviously, this is a very specific procedure. What advice do you have to girls who would want to get this done? If obviously they can't come to you, if they live somewhere else in the country, what would you recommend they do and don't do?
So actually, although many of your followers, I'm sure, are girls, guys
Yeah.
get this done too.
Oh, interesting.
So we see it in men as well. People who work out a lot and train a lot in particular get it. And for those people who are really athletic and they have seasons where they know they have, for example, their marathon season coming up, a lot of people will get treated before they actually start training because sometimes you can get so hollow that you actually don't look healthy. And I've had a lot of patients tell me that either their co-workers or people who are clients will ask if they're sick because they look so
Yeah.
hollow. But suppose that's not the case and you're just sort of thinking about getting it done. It's super important to go to someone who really understands the anatomy, who really
Yeah.
understands what needs to be done, when you need to fill in a little bit in the cheek, when just under the eye, who's not really a good candidate because not everyone is a good candidate for this. Most people are. But there's a whole wide range of different things that we can do in order to correct this issue. And it really is important to go to someone who's very knowledgeable and very experienced both. People who tend to have a great deal of knowledge are those who do surgery in that area because
Okay.
knowing the anatomy from an internal approach as well as from an external approach really does make it easier to understand. It's not to say that people who don't do surgery can't do a good job with it, but it is helpful in learning the anatomy to really do it.
So what products did you use on Megan today?
So on Megan today, to build up her cheeks, we used a product called Restylane Lift, and then to actually work in the finer tissues above that, in what we call the tear trough area, we used regular Restylane L.
Okay. Well, thanks, Dr. Weisman.
Thank you, Dr.
So
Weisman.
Megan, did that hurt at all?
No, it didn't hurt at all.
Come stand in front of the light
Yeah.
and let's just really get a full view.
That didn't hurt at all. I felt stubbing your toe hurts about 10 times worse than what this felt like. So
It really doesn't. Looks good though. Looks
Oh,
really
it sure does.
so happy. All right, guys. So this is the morning after I got it done. See, it's just so much less of an indentation when I look down. I'm so happy. They're a little swollen today. You can tell when I look up, they're just a little swollen. But nothing too noticeable. I don't think anybody would notice but me. pain-wise, I would say it's like a 0.1 out of 10 on the pain scale. It doesn't hurt when it's just chilling. Kind of like if you go like this, like you can just, it's not even pain really, you just like feel it. It just feels kind of full. But it's like totally not a thing. Like it's totally comfortable. You can still see like the needle marks a little bit. But I didn't bruise, so that's good. So yeah, that's the day after I got it done. So I'll keep updating you guys. All right, guys. So this is day 3. You can still see the needle marks a little. It looks, it looks a little yellow. So maybe I did bruise just like the slightest bit, but with makeup on, you can't tell like at all. It covers really easily. There's no pain, no nothing, like easiest recovery ever. So I'm very happy. All right, guys, so this is exactly a month after I got my initial injections, and I am so happy with the results. I did have to go back in about a week ago and get a little bit more over here and then just a little bit more right here, but Dr. Beisman said that's totally normal for under eye fillers. I wanted to answer a few questions that I figured you guys might have. First of all, how much does it cost? Now, if you're getting just right here, that can be anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000, and if you need the cheek lift like I did, that can be like around $3,000 total. But every case is different. Some people need more, some people need less. So you really need to go to somebody who knows what they're doing and can give you a proper consultation. And also, I can't stress this enough, how important it is to do your research before you go into doing this, just because it is your face and it's super important. And you want to look your best and be happy with the results. I was so thrilled with Dr. Beisman and his team. If you live in the Nashville area, I would highly suggest going. I mean, even if you don't live in the Nashville area, if you want to make a road trip, it's totally worth it. He's incredible. His staff is so sweet, accommodating. I was so beyond thrilled. Second question, how long does it last? And Dr. Beisman said typically 1 year, which I think is incredible because that's a long time. And he said, you know, there's some cases where he's seen it last longer and then some maybe not quite a year, but he said typically it's around a year. So I am so beyond happy. Thank you guys for supporting me in this decision and, you know, coming along on this journey. I'm just beyond happy. My self-esteem is so much higher. I didn't realize how much of an insecurity it was for me until it wasn't a thing anymore. I didn't realize how much space it was taking up in my brain and how much I was thinking about it and just kind of like shrinking into myself. And I'm just so happy with the results. So I'll see you guys next time. Also, thank you to Dr. Beisman and his team for letting us invade their office and shoot this whole thing, shoot this whole experience. Y'all are the best.
I ain't no faker, and I ain't no hater, and I ain't no player, yeah. So I guess I'm a heartbreaker.